How to build a PC. CPU, Central Processing Unit, the brain of your PC. Choose between AMD and Intel. Motherboard, the board that connects all components. Make sure it's compatible with your CPU and other parts. RAM, random access memory, memory for running programs. Typically, 16 GB or 32 GB is ideal for most builds. GPU, graphics processing unit, important for gaming and rendering tasks. If you are not gaming, you may use integrated graphics on the CPU. Storage, SSD/HDD. SSDs are faster, while HDDs are cheaper and offer more storage. PSU, power supply unit, supplies power to all components. Make sure it provides enough wattage for your build. PC case, houses all the components. Ensure it's compatible with the motherboard size, ATX, micro ATX, etc. Cooling, fans, CPU cooler, necessary to keep your system cool. Peripherals, optional, keyboard, mouse, monitor, etc. Tools required, screwdriver, preferably magnetic to avoid losing screws. Thermal paste, often comes with the CPU cooler but can be bought separately. Step-by-step assembly. Step 1, prepare your workspace. Set up a clean, static-free area with plenty of light. Keep your components and tools organized. Open the CPU socket on the motherboard by lifting the retention arm. Align the CPU with the socket, check the marked corner, and place it carefully. Lower the retention arm to secure the CPU. Apply a small amount of thermal paste on the CPU if needed. Attach the cooler by following the manufacturer's instructions. Connect the cooler's fan to the motherboard CPU fan header. Open the RAM slots on the motherboard. Align the RAM sticks with the slot and press down until they click into place. Install standoffs inside the case where the motherboard will be mounted. Carefully position the motherboard in the case and screw it into the standoffs. For SSDs, mount the SSD in the appropriate spot in the case, or the back of the motherboard tray, and connect it to the motherboard using a SATA cable. For M.2 SSDs, insert it into the M.2 slot on the motherboard and secure it with a screw. Position the PSU in its designated spot in the case, usually the bottom. Use screws to secure it to the case. Route the necessary cables from the PSU to the motherboard, GPU, and storage. Insert the GPU into the PC slot on the motherboard. Secure the GPU to the case using screws and connect the power cables from the PSU. Connect all the necessary cables, 24-pin motherboard cable, CPU power, SATA power, GPU power, etc. Tidy up cables to ensure proper airflow in the case. Double-check all connections and make sure everything is properly seated. Plug in your monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Power on the system and enter the BIOS to check that all components are recognized. Once everything is functioning, install your preferred OS, Windows, Linux, etc., using a USB drive. Follow on-screen instructions to complete the installation.